On behalf of AMP Building Systems, I'd like to welcome you to our preview of our latest home automation system called SmartOne. SmartOne is our first affordable, totally integrated home automation system that utilizes the Consumer Electronic Bus technology and standard. We are offer the system to you that integrates security, heating, air conditioning, entertainment, and audio-video services into one package. At the core of the package is our System Manager. It's the unit located right behind you. The System Manager is designed to fit on top of a standard TV set or to be easily located into your entertainment system. The System Manager is responsible for presenting that information to you in a very easy-to-use format directly on your TV.
We have four different modes in a remote control. We have an S1 mode, which is our SmartOne mode, which allows us to control and navigate the various different graphics that you see here in our user interface. We also have the switch mode, which upon slipping this panel from the back side of the remote control, we reveal a small directory. This directory reminds us of the various different macros or combination of features that we have added to the remote control. Instead of turning on all of the equipment and going through the three different remote controls, I can now program that to button number 1 to activate that TV surround sound.
Let me give them a little walkthrough, Herman, of some of the many features and functionalities that you can achieve with your SmartOne product. Let's take a look at the TV screen. This is one of a few screens that allow you to change and monitor and control various aspects of your home system. For example, you can control your climate or your heating system with this feature. You can directly control your security system, arm and disarm, and actually look at the last time it was turned on and turned off. We also have, built into the SmartOne product, is a built-in fax modem and also answering machine capability directly into the system. Not only can you see faxes as they were sent in directly on your TV screen, but you can actually forward them to other people that you have stored in your address book.
And retrieve your messages from the personal voicemail. Ron, why don't you show them the personal voicemail?
Okay, again, using the simple handheld remote, there's 4 keys, an up, down, left, right, and an enter key. We simply select the personal voicemail. You'll notice that there's a security code that one needs to put in, or doesn't, depending upon the access codes. And now it pulls open our virtual answer and record machine that you can play back your messages directly to the TV set. In addition, you can look at personal notes that you've either sent to yourself, reminders, things to do, or other notes that you may have received. Let's show them a couple of some of the traditional home automation functions and features regarding lighting and power control. Here I'll select the lighting and power control feature, and it'll open up a display that will allow us to choose various lighting functions and scenes within our entire home. Scene control, take a look at this. As you can see on this display, you have various types of features. You have direct control, scene control, and you can actually establish different switches to turn on different things, not just one thing in your house, but you can now have one switch turn on multiple things. Here, we'll go to the great room, which is basically the room that we're in here. And here we have some virtual switches that allow us to change into various modes. Let's go to the romantic mode.
And basically that's all it takes to activate the lighting scene in the home. No longer do you have to run around the home hitting various switches, but you can activate it from the comfort of your television set. You can also pick up your phone inside the home and activate many of the very same features that you see here before you on a television set.
Let me show you one of my favorite areas on this. It's the audio-video system. Here again, I'll use the arrow keys and navigate over to the audio-video, select the audio-video, and the system now will assemble for me my virtual equipment rack. This is all the equipment that I told SmartOne that I currently have, and I can choose from this entire list of equipment exactly what unit I want to play. Not only that, but I can also create some macros that we call, where one button does many things. With just a touch of one of my remote control switches, I can set up an entire arrangement of all my equipment. If I'm entertaining people, I can
rack and activate it. Or I can also eliminate the clutter of remote controls by simply programming the remote controls into one of the macros that we showed you earlier.
Here I've selected the laser disc player. And again, I can have the laser disc player play the music and the video within a particular zone that I've named within my home. And in this case, It's our exhibit area here. And I'd like to maybe watch Forrest Gump in THX sound, so I'll select the surround sound mode. And that will now present for me a look and feel that looks exactly like my Laserdisc player's remote controls. And I'll hit the play button, which will start the Laserdisc to play.
I'd like to show you some of the new products that we're planning on bringing to market sometime next year. We have one product, though, that we plan on releasing sometime in second quarter of 1996, and we're pretty excited about this product. AMP is a leader in this industry. They've made a very big commitment, and we plan on staying on top by constantly innovating new products. And this is one of the products that I find very exciting. We have an LCD control panel that has very large graphics and icons for easy viewing. We have a small scratch pad here at the bottom of the control panel that allows us to move our fingernail across and position a highlight across the screen. When I'm at the location of the function or feature that I'd like to select, I simply lift up my finger and tap it, and the selection is activated. This is a wireless control panel that will actually use the RF wireless spread spectrum technology of the C-Bus technology. This panel is also a 3-in-1. We can use this panel completely wireless as a laptop control panel. We can also place it on a desktop base, which in addition to hold the panel, it also charges the batteries of the panel inductively. I can use the panel here in various different positions. I can set this on my kitchen countertop. I can place this in the office, in my home. So what we've done is we've come up also with a wall control panel or base. In this case, this is a recessed base, where by placing the panel, not only do we hold it in a vertical position so that you can control it from the wall, but we also charge the batteries inductively there as well. We also plan on coming out with some either magnetic or stick-on bases where you can actually snap this panel in any location in your home.
Herman, let me show you something that goes a little bit beyond the traditional home automation components. And one is an optional feature of SmartOne is the ability to actually look at some photos. As you know, you can take your camera film and take it in and get it developed and ask for a Kodak photo CD. Well, you can take that Kodak photo CD now that stores maybe your vacation pictures and basically display them directly on your TV set using SmartOne. One of the most exciting areas that SmartOne has to offer today is in the area of energy management. One of the products that we'll show you is our water heater load center. That's a completely C-Bus controllable device, a traditional water heater to be interfaced to C-Bus, which is then controlled completely by SmartOne. And in this case, various energy management patterns, routines can be completely analyzed and performed by the SmartOne system. This one area is called demand-side control and monitoring. Is one of the most exciting areas that the utilities are working with us to develop applications for our SmartOne system.
Let me step over here and show you some of the equipment that we've developed for the SmartOne homes. As I mentioned earlier, we've developed quite a few pieces of equipment that will allow you to use equipment that you have in your home today with our system. We have a telephone interface. We have a hot water heater controller that also monitors temperature on your tank. These are all standalone products, and this one particularly you can store at various different events that will match the rate structures of your local utility companies. So in other words, you will run your electric water heater at the time of day when the electric utility rate is the lowest. We have a security interface that will totally integrate your security system to our SmartOne system. We have a product that I'm pretty excited about called SmartBridge, which actually takes standard conventional window treatment operators, skylights, jacuzzis, showers, you name it. And it will allow these products to connect to our system. It gives it a C-Bus face so that not only do the AMP products communicate with these non-smart products, but we allow other C-Bus products as well to communicate with these non-smart products and control them just as if they were smart products. We have another device that solves a lot of problems in our industry called the HVAC interface. This one is a universal interface that actually takes on the characteristics of the type of system that you may have in your home. You might have an electric heating system, gas, radiant, heat pump. It doesn't really matter. The installer selects it through software and is now able to give you all of the comforts of home and control of your heating and cooling system via a thermostat that pops up on your television set, the telephone interface, the remote control, or our control panel.
So that wraps up our short presentation for today. And on behalf of AMP, I'd like to thank all of you for allowing us to preview our SmartOne product for you and invite you to participate in our interactive sessions. We have many of our engineers here that can show you in much more detail than we can here some of the behind-the-scenes features and capabilities of our SmartOne system. Again, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
I would say that the technology you've shown here today is really what we've needed in a long time. The C-Bus technology was developed to be used in a modular component. You've taken a modular product, put it into a complete package. You have the modules, and really hit the market right on. You've hit the nail right on the head. Add to that the fact that you're here in the C-Bus Pavilion is really something we've waited for a long time. Part of the thing that attracts people to C-Bus technology is who's using it. Certainly having a company the size of AMP as a anchor to this is something we've waited for a long time.
I think the SmartOne product is a new home automation offering for consumers, for dealer installers in the home automation industry. I think it's very user-friendly and fun to use. I think the consumers will love it. It's like I say, it's easy to use, and the TV interface is a great interface for consumers. People are at their TVs all the time in this day and age, and so I think they'll like to use their TV. And also the fact that you've combined other interfaces with the TV, telephone, and the wall-mounted keypad, so consumers aren't going to be stuck at their TV to use their home automation systems. They can use it anywhere in the house. I think that's the key. For the industry, it shows that home automation is not a standards issue anymore. I think that the AMP had started out being a smart house company, and now they have a C-Bus offering. It's no longer a standards issue. It's whatever is user-friendly and has a good interface.
Great job.
What is next?